Welcome back, my Marvel Snap enthusiasts, to another video where we're taking a new deck in a best out of 7 to see how well it does. Today we are playing Wong Reveals, or Reveal Wong, depending on how you want to title it. The stick of this deck is that we are using Wong. Wong is an ongoing ability that he basically allows all of your ongoing cards to activate their effect twice. So the stick of the rest of this deck is that we have a lot of really good on-reveal cards that will combine with Wong to basically win the game. Now, typically, let's be kind of honest about this, Wong really only is around these 4 cards right here. Wong, Ironheart, White Tiger, and Odin. Typically, if we can get kind of lucky with our zone locations, we can go Wong like a turn 3 play, and then you can go Ironheart to buff up the board for everyone else, and then you can go White Tiger over Wong, create a couple of Tigers, and then Odin on your last turn to then do Wong's scale twice, which then triggers these 2 again. But typically, your play that you might find more often is Wong, White Tiger, Odin. So that's typically what you'll find a lot of times is your play. Let's go through the rest of the deck. We got Rocket once again on reveal. If your opponent played a card at the same location he's at, he gets a +4 power buff. Nightcrawler, once per the game, can move to any location he wants. If Medusa is in the middle, on reveal gets a +3. Which again, you could even put Wong here in the middle with Medusa already set there. And again, Odin then on Wong will trigger this twice, even though she's already triggered. Star-Lord is much like Rocket. On reveal, if your opponent played a card this turn in the same column as him, he gets +4 power. And again, it's just like, so all of the Guardians of the Galaxy do the exact same thing, where if your opponent plays a card in their location, they all get a buff. Gamora and Drax do the exact same thing, as does Mantis, but Mantis draws you. Sentinel, when you play a Sentinel, just create a exact copy of it, add it to your hand. Ironheart will buff 3 random cards on the board with a +2 power buff. Wolfbane gets +2 power for each other card you have here. Wong, as we stated, your on reveals happen twice here. Now again, just to reiterate, even though we have all of these on reveal skills, let's say in a location, let's say we have Medusa, then we go Wong, even though Medusa can't trigger her effects this turn, once we go Odin will trigger and he reactivates all on reveal cards at his location, which then will trigger Medusa again. And then because Wong is triggered, Medusa triggers again. So that's kind of what you could do. Jessica Jones, on review, if you don't play a card at this location, you get +5 power. Quasar will buff all our 1-cost characters, which here we only really have 2 of Rocket Raccoon and Nightcrawler, but again, buffing them up is really good. White Tiger will spawn on reveal add a 8 power tiger to another location. And again, this is really good because it's an 8 power tiger. So again, she spawns 1, but if she's at the Wong location when Wong's set up, she'll spawn a 2nd. And then finally, Odin, you repeat the abilities on all your on reveal cards. So if you go Wong, White Tiger, she spans 2, Odin first trigger, span another 2, then off of Wong, Odin again, spam another 2. So that's kind of what happens, is that Odin will always be triggering twice on Wong. Now, other cards you can put in this deck, other really good on-reveal cards if you want to, as well as, of course, Mystique. Mystique can copy Wong, and then it basically gets really out of hand. If you're going to do that, I highly recommend playing more of Ironheart strategy, of using Ironheart to kind of constantly buff up the board. You can also do that strategy using, what's her name? Hazmat. You can do this with Hazmat as well, where you go Wong in with Mystique, and then you need to make sure 100% you have Luke Cage in your hand. Then you drop Luke Cage, and then Hazmat on the Wong location. So but now you have an on-reveal skill that triggers 4 times. 2 for Wong, 2 for Mystique. So Hazmat triggers 4 times, giving a -4 to everything on the board state. What's even nastier is if you can get Odin on that board state as well, so that you can go Hazmat and then on a turn 6 play, go into Odin. Odin basically just start wiping out the board state. Basically, Odin will then trigger 4 times, triggering Hazmat 4 times. So, and then again, just so you understand how nasty that can get for you, Odin trigger once, then Hazmat triggers 4 times on one Odin trigger, because she has to go through Wong, Mystique that is copied Wong's ability. And then Odin triggers again, and then Hazmat goes 4 more times, Odin again, Hazmat 4 more times, Odin again, Hazmat 4 more times. So you kind of get the whole shtick of if you have Mystique copying Wong. Now, a big pitfall you will find in this deck is that if anyone is playing the dog, oh my gosh, what is his name? 𝐒𝐍𝐿. Since 𝐒𝐍𝐿 turns off on reveal effects, if they know you're playing Wong, and they have 𝐒𝐍𝐿 in their hand, all they'll do is they'll just slap 𝐒𝐍𝐿 down into the Wong location, because Wong requires on reveal cards to be triggered at his location. It just turns off Wong altogether. So be cautious of the fact that 𝐒𝐍𝐿 can turn off Wong indirectly because he stops on reveal effects, and do be also cautious that Rogue and Enchantress can still be running around in the meta, so they can steal Wong's ability or just turn off Wong altogether. Again, Wong and 𝐂𝐍𝐿 are only 2 ongoing cards, but still, be cautious of those, and be cautious of 𝐒𝐍𝐿 when playing this deck. And with that, let's jump into the best of 7. Alright, game 1 gave us Wong. We're gonna copy Odin twice. I don't think we needed double Odin, but you know, sometimes double Odin could come in oddly in a strange way. Murder World, we're definitely, unfortunately, we can't really put Medusa into Murder World right now because she'll die. Kinda. Alright, what's the next play? We'll put Nightcrawler over there. Again, once per turn, we can just move Nightcrawler. Or once per game, I guess you should say. We can move Nightcrawler. Alright, so we can go Wong here. Again, you only really move Nightcrawler to win games. Kind of see where your opponent's doing, and then kind of see how you can win the game from that point. King Arete and Scorn. Interesting that he's putting down Scorn, because you kind of... Okay, so let's do this. We'll put Medusa there. Let's put a Sentinel, and let's put something over here. He's probably going to go in the middle location with... I should have put Rocket like in the middle. That way we could buff the middle. And again, now Medusa triggers twice because of Wong. We call another Sentinel. Arete to actually draw a card. Okay, so we got Blob. Yeah, our opponent's gonna snap on that one, and we're retreating. We don't have a win, kit. We don't have a win here. So that's a win for our opponent. All right. We got two of the combo cards here for Wong. We got Odin and we got White Tiger, which is pretty good. And again, we can even put Medusa here in the middle and then Wong. That way, then we have the ability to do stuff with that. We just now need to see Wong. So if we could see Wong, I think we're pretty well set. I'll put a Sentinel over here, just because this becomes a symbiote, so I'm not really gonna care about that. The Collector and Beasts, but nothing really to spin back with Beasts. It's a little strange. A little odd that you just put Beasts there. Moon Girl. Alright. I still think we have a win here. Because we have Jessica Jones that's going to go up to a 10. Because we did put a card at her column. My opponent's going to go Iron Man there. So we've lost Sandbar. Just matter mint on this on Lumaria. So we'll do Odin there. That triggers Medusa, and that will trigger White Tiger. Depending if White Tiger sends another Tiger token over here. Okay, so we did at least get Clintar. We just now have to see if we get Lumaria. Cable again. Alright, Moon Girl. And then, oh, we got the win. Alright. That is a win for us, and we got the snap off of our opponent. I like to see that. Alright, number 3, here we go. We opened... Oh, that's kind of disgusting. The Bruce Banner is kind of funny. Speed's actually not bad either. Ongoing +1 power for each turn in which you spent all your energy. In this deck, we have a pretty good chance to do that. Frega's actually not bad either. She just copies it on... Add a copy of the last card you played here, if able. Bruce Banner always has a... Banner has a very interesting... On the winning side, huh? I mean, if we do win this location, we do literally get a Destroyer. Which will be pretty good, because then we can get a 15,000 power... A 15 power character on our side. Again, let's not, like, risk dying, that is. We'll go Speed... Again, Bruce Banner's really interesting. This was a Marvel Snap, or no, Marvel Rivals character. When you end your turn, if you unspend energy, 25% chance you just Hulk out. Well, we lost a Destroyer there. So our opponent has got... Again, Destroyer doesn't destroy the cards at his location. So we'll put down Jessica Jones. So we can't put anything in the area with Jessica Jones. And again, we do want to be spending all of our energy for speed. So he constantly gets a +1 power for every turn we're spending all our energy. Doom. Again, this middle location is dead to us because we don't have a way to really do anything with it. Is it just... Didn't play a card of this... And we'll put Nightcrawler over here. I don't really see us winning, and I think it's because we really lost that chance of the Destroyer because of Juggernaut. So we got that one. It's a +10. New York is gone, so we're not going to be able to move guys around. We got a White Tiger over there now. This is completely full. So it matters on this location, and I think, honestly, I believe we're going to get the win here. I'm not going to snap. I'm not that confident to lose 4 cubes to this board state. But again, we have Speed getting another plus. We have Wolfbane powering up in this location. He didn't play a single card, so it does get a Doombot. Aloth, and then Mockingbird, and that's why we don't snap, kids. That's another loss for us. Alright, on to game 4 as we open. Okay. It does suck we have the Crimson Cosmos is over there. Wow, this is very much an interesting board state. Interesting, my opponent's going to decide to clog up his hand with Sentinels. Not that I'm against him doing it. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to clog my hand full of Sentinels. Because I put a Sentinel here and then I make Sentinel. I don't think I want to do Sentinel there. If I'm being kind of honest. If we can see White Tiger as our 5 drop, we have a really strong play here. Okay. We just need to see White Tiger as our 5, and we're well off, because we could still put Wolfbane over here, kind of funny. But the problem is, we're going to lose out. So Carnage on that, put another Sentinel in your hands. Okay, we do that. Lucky enough, Cosmo can't drop into this location, because he just can't. I guess we go Wolfbane and then Nightcrawler. Because Wolfbane triggers twice here, so at least we can score that. Rhino destroyed the... So he doesn't get a bunch of more Sentinels to his hand. And we're really going to have to kind of think about what our next turn play will be. Because we can't put anything on the Brooklyn Bridge. Oh, I should have thrown Nightcrawler into the middle. Just so I could then move in the Brooklyn Bridge. Because now all he has to do is play something that's at least 3 cost competent. Yeah, I don't see the win here either. I just don't see it. I can't put anything at the Brooklyn Bridge, and there's no way for me to win the middle with what I have. Medusa just gets a +5 power, and then what? Jessica Jones +5. I guess that ties it. Oh, maybe we should have forced the tie at Ruins. But I guess no, because honestly, he would have probably played something that would win Ruins and win Brooklyn Bridge. So, yeah, I just don't see the win there. Alright. Well, we just lost Wong, which is great. We just lost the entire deck strategy. And our opponent only needs to claim this win, and that's the end of it. Our opponent will walk away after this game with the wins. We claim it, we are still alive. Somehow. Alright, let's put down Medusa. Get a little bit of a power buff. So we got the Patriot going on here, which means he's probably going to put something else on the Patriots area so that he can make sure he wins the location, which means then Star-Lord should be... Yep, I was right on that, guess. I played enough of Dino Hand to get a good idea about what the deck can do. Alright. He lost that location, but then Iron Patriot triggers over here. Let's do that. I know we're losing on this, but we're well buffing that. And then we claim all of that. Okay. We basically put an end to the Iron Patriot being usable. So no debuffs from whatever he had for the Iron Patriot. We'll go with White Tiger here. If we can see Odin, we can put Odin here and then trigger White Tiger again. And hopefully that gets us the win. He's stuck. He can't do Brooklyn Bridge again this turn because he's out of it. Krillin can't do anything. And now we have to worry about the Blob. We're just going to go for that location. And he just needs to... Yeah, he just needs to go for Brooklyn Bridge here. That's just the thing. He needs to go for the Brooklyn Bridge and hope he has enough power. We tie with Jessica. He just has to have something that's more powerful than the Sentinel. This is why I wish White Tiger had put the Tiger Spirit over here. Yeah, we're lost it. Draken. Draken to get the sword. And Blue Marvel basically ensures the game is his. And with that, our opponent has won 4 games. M'Baku has decided to almost try to win all 3 locations for him. But we have lost 4 games. That is it. The series is over. Well, this was horrible. Holy crap. This just wasn't good at all. I don't know. Maybe it was because my card draws were horrible. Maybe because I don't understand the concept. I don't know. Holy crap. It was just horrible. We saw game loss after game loss after game loss. I think we lost 3 straight games there. We only took 1 win, lost 4 games. So after 5 games, our opponents took the win from us. If I'm being honest, this deck just doesn't... Oh, it just doesn't work at all. Holy crap, this deck is just bad. Maybe I didn't play it right. Maybe I did sequence things right, but it just felt bad. It just felt so bad of a deck. I feel like our draws didn't help. We lost Wong in the last game, which I think could have helped with like White Tiger. But yeah, it's just, I think honestly, if I'm going to play a deck strategy with Wong in it again, I would go into using Hazmat and try that strategy out, just because I think that's a little bit better, because it can take games on very good strategies. But I feel like this Wong deck, you need to see your pieces so well to be able to really win the game. And yeah, we just didn't see the pieces. We didn't just see them at all. It's just bad. Holy crap, it was just bad. But I want to know your thoughts down in the comments on Wong reveals or reveal Wong. Have you tried it out? Do you think this deck is just basically, you know, left the meta altogether? Is he not good? Did I miss sequence cards? Did my draws just extremely hurt me? Let me know all that down in the comments. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragon's TCG.